for this class. The Aztecs will kick it off to get us underway. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Utah State's offense will take the field first. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches and some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
Looking for a man. It's Barnes. Snagged in the middle. It's Boyd. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, and live to fight another down.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So San Diego State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Here's a heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Aztecs will call on their punt team. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Fights off the defender. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. And the Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. 1st and 10 from their own 17.
And David, 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
This Utah State offense has it going. leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. On the run, it's Jacobs. Running into the open space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Wants to throw. It's Barnes. He holds one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. To the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Guys, I looked at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic, and they are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Aztecs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's busted. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to pass. It's Emmanuel. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The sure hands. It's Napier. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll be brought down. The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff. It's raining. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Aztecs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got a man. It's Adams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Aztecs! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give on the inside. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground, it's Jacobs. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Back to throw, it's Mark. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Handoff from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield is Clean. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets us. There he goes! It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Great move. Now he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Makes the grab, it's Sutton. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Line getting set on second down. Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And going coverage there and knock it away and deny the score. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Aztecs line it up with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Now improvising. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 71 yards down the field. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Thompson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the top, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Aztecs. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. New Mexico State is going to enjoy the trip back to Las Cruces after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Aggie Memorial Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right into 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, and a move. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 35. He got enough for the 1st down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense
breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Barnes. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Right back to him on the ground. Not much he can do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. He's going to take off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time it's what forced the incomplete.
And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Makes the grab.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Got it behind the line. It's Sterling. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Sterling. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, drive your legs.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. up the swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To throw, it's Emmanuel. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Good pick up a little bit short of sticks. And the Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The short hands, it's busted. Made a defender miss. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Boyd. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Dropping back, it's Mark. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the left. make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
This Utah State offense has it going. Run in the red zone. It's Jacobs. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Third down play from the gun. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. The corners are walked up tight. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Scanning the field, it's Barnes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
Now the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Aztecs want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, give up the run. They get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Makes the catch. It's Napier. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Napier. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Emmanuel. Gets it out fast. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aztecs are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
And the quarterback takes a knee.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work.